Hello, my name is Krystal Baca Matthews, and I'm here to introduce a new series that we're calling Alumni Stories, where you're going to be hearing from our many alumni around the world. They're going to be talking about how they decided to come to LABI, their time here, and what the Lord has done in their lives since graduating. I know it's a series that I'm excited about, and so we thought we'd kick it off today by me sharing my alumni story with you. LABI has been a name that I've known since I was a little girl. I actually grew up here in the city of La Puente. This is my hometown. And the reason I grew up here is because my uncles and my aunts moved from New Mexico to La Puente, California, because my uncles had a calling in their life to be pastors. See, my great-grandma prayed that 1 out of 9 of her kids would become a pastor, and the Lord didn't answer that just once, just 3 times, just 4, but I believe about 8 out of 9 of them served in some capacity of ministry at one point in their life. And so where did they come to prepare? They came to LABI College. So to me, this place is so special. As a little girl, I remember coming to the campus and running around the lawns as we come and visit cousins and different family members. And it was actually my senior year of high school. My uncle, LABI Baca, was preaching for Spiritual Emphasis Week, so I came to hear him. I had no desire at the time to study here. I didn't know what my next plan was, to be honest. I thought I wanted to be a physical therapist, but I came here and God just got a hold of me that day where I felt this deep sense of calling to come and study here at LABI. I mean, since I was a little girl, my mom told me I would preach to my stuffed animals, I would lay hands on them, read my Precious Moments Bible to them. When I'd be at camps or conventions, different people would tell me that there was a calling in my life, and deep down I knew it, but there was something about that night where God just really sealed that calling upon my life, and I knew that I wanted to come and study at LABI. And so right after high school, I came here to LABI. I lived in the dorms, and it was the best 3 years of my life. I was a part of the tour team when I was here. I was an RA, and every different way that I can get involved, I was involved. My class times was so amazing, from studying effective evangelism to spiritual disciplines. These classes resonated deep within my heart and impacted me in such a profound way. The friendships that I made here, my times living in the dorms, those are memories that I'll never forget and I cherish forever. One thing that I've learned is when you give God your yes, watch what He will do. Right after I graduated LABI, I started youth pastoring at Fado Church in the city of Lake Forest, which being there taught me so much about leadership, serving with excellence, and doing things really well. And so I'm so grateful for the time that I had there. I served at Fado Church for about 10 years. And then after that, God opened doors for me to be the women's pastor here at LABI College. And so I did that for my first year working here. And then after that first year, I was promoted to lead campus pastor. And the super cool thing about that is a woman had never been the lead pastor since the school opened in 1926. And that's not something I say to boast myself, but to give praise to my God, because I love that God is calling both men and women into ministry. And that's what LABI is all about. And so I worked here at LABI for 5 years. And then God opened doors for me to be the associate pastor at Vanguard University in Costa Mesa, which was also such an amazing time of growing and learning and just really excelling. I was able to further my education while I was there. I tied up some last-minute classes for my bachelor's degree. I got my master's degree while I was there. And man, just fell in love with the students, the faculty, and the staff. After being there for 4 years, God was calling me to come back home to LABI, and it's one of the best decisions I could have ever made. I love serving here at LABI. We're in such exciting times just to see everything that the Lord is doing on our campus, with accreditation, with renovations. I truly love working here because I believe that each student has the potential to reach 1,000 people for the kingdom of God. I always say that by me working here at LABI and walking beside these students, I get to live out my calling that God has placed over my life. Each day, I truly get to wake up and do what I love. When I think about my experience here as a student and now being back and journeying with students on their walk and their story here at LABI, I just have so much to reflect and be thankful about. I'm thankful for the school that invested in me. I'm thankful for the school that really poured into me. I'm thankful because this was my first experience with higher education. Since then, I got my associate degree here at LABI. I got my master's and my bachelor's degree at Vanguard University, and I actually received one of the highest honors from LABI last year when they bestowed upon me an honorary doctorate in ministry. And so I can't even begin to describe the overwhelming joy that I have that when you say yes to God, He does the unthinkable. I could have never imagined my life going the way that it has. I have a husband who supports me and loves me. I have coworkers and a boss who values my voice. I have friends and family who believe in me and cheer for me. And it motivates me to do that for the students that are in my life, to do that for my family and friends. I am so grateful that we can build up the kingdom of God together and partner together for the church and the world. My name is Krystal Baca Matthews, and I am so proud to be an alumni of LABI College.